Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy V-Day for everyone. Happy extra beautiful day to obviously treat yourself extravagantly and do something nice for yourself and do the darn thing. I am coming back after 2 weeks. I had to take a nice vacay. Can you see my browning? Yes, I'm brown, darling. I'm brown. And so I just came back from vacay. And so now I want to make sure I bring to you guys an update on the readings. Another level of ascension for me, awakening, another phase of awakening for me. So this was amazing. The vacay was so necessary, so on point. So I look forward to providing you your message today. I already meditated on your energies, and the energies right now, it's speaking to internal joy. I also pulled my deck out today and got messages of your divine feminine nature here being bowed down to, and then we also have that again, that beautiful change phoenix energy here. So just in case anybody is looking for information regarding love, I did pull a message regarding that as well, which was mainly flirt. It was just something small. Not a lot came out, which I wasn't really that surprised to see that nothing really wanted to come out for my divine feminines. But this is just speaking to you taking things lightly, things you're not taking it too seriously, right? So this is that flirting energy that I'm seeing here regarding love. For this energy right now that we're in, extend your lighthearted natures to others. So this is very, again, lighthearted energy. Also, as far as the star seeds information that we received as well, we have the cosmic heart, devotion, and potency. This is about making your life a moving prayer. You're moving like always in a prayer mood, meaning being connected to your understanding, to your divine counterpart. I see this piece of hair like just sticking out right there. I kind of want to hide it. But this is really speaking to that nature regarding the way you live your life. Like a lot of people tend to want to, whether or not they participate in religious type things or not, if you're going to church every Sunday or every Saturday or what have you, this is a moment to moment, minute to minute, second to second. That's what this is speaking to, the cosmic heart, where you're constantly in a state of connection and communication with the divine. Does that make sense? Hey guys, how you doing? Hey Joy, how you doing? So this is about a constant connection with the divine, okay? A strong, not a small one. This is about constantly being connected. I remember, and they're telling me to tell you, I remember when I was starting on my journey, before I even knew, about my gifts to that degree, before I even really knew what everything meant, because I was brainwashed into believing that my gifts were negative, right? That my gifts were otherworldly. My gifts were, not of this, not natural. It was wicked. It was evil. All these things, you're brainwashed into believing this, right? So before I even got to that phase of really opening myself up and considering myself on this soul journey, or considering myself a psychic or a medium or what have you, or embracing these parts of me, I used to always say, Lord, use me to your will. However you want to use me for your will. Let your will be done, not my will. Let your will be done. However you need to use me, Lord, use me today for your will. That was my instinctual desire to please God, right? To please the universal creator. And so from that aspect, that's kind of what they're reminding us of, right? I remember I was taught, especially growing up in the church, I was taught your bond with God, your communication, your relationship with God was the most important. And that's what I took. That's what I took, and I ran with it. Now, whether or not they would have liked me to do it that way, I don't know, but that's what I took, and that's what I ran with, because my relationship with God was more potency, my devotion with God, not needing a middle person to teach me how to devote or be, potent, or to be have that relationship, or that deep, that deep sovereignty, that the understanding, that heart connection with God. What came innately to me was this connection with God. And then, due to, obviously, you have life, right? Then you have the otherworldly life, the other lifely world, whatever, the other things that are going on in life that kind of distract you from that relationship. And then that's when you start to feel like you are lacking, not enough, needing someone to complete you, 50-50. You start to, all these distractions start to come in, making you feel like you need someone else or validation from someone else in order to make you whole. As if you're not whole. You were whole with when you had that relationship with God and you got distracted, you moved yourself away from it, and now you're following society's perspective of what you're supposed to do in life. And when you're doing that, you then move away. Now I'm dependent upon people to be this other thing for me, right? To make me whole, to be my other 50 to my 50. Nah, man, I'm trying to come 200, 200, 100, 100. I'm not trying to, you know what I mean? So all of that to say, that's what's coming out here. And then we have the blue flame that also came out, which spoke to spontaneous awakening, activations, and integration of timelines. So this is really speaking to, again, this time that we're in, another level of awakening. Now, I don't know if you guys know, like, you know, you hear people talking about these different levels of awakening. There's 6 levels of awakening. There's 10, you know, and I even used to believe that as well. But what I also feel as though is really, you never stop waking up. I mean, you really are, obviously, whenever you're ready to wake up a little further, as soon as you become woke, you can learn to be a little more woke. You have these levels. It's all these levels that never end, really. I really truly believe that this is a cycle that's constantly continuing from lifetime to lifetime, because you're always awakening from this state of sleep, of denial or not understanding, depending upon what lifetime you're in, right? Since we have that veil of forgetfulness, right, that comes through every lifetime. So, and weakens over lifetimes, by the way, but nonetheless. And then we have the 7 star sisters. So this is speaking to the birthing of creation, the tapestry of life, the expression of life. So again, going with this I am God portrayal, looking at that recognizing that you're a portal. So this is really speaking to the birthing, creation, the tapestry of life, expression, creation, not just birthing children, but creating inspiration, all of this being around you at this time. So, and I'm going to go into each one of these just a little deeper. And then the last message that came out was watering your garden, nourishing body, care, tenderness, giving back to oneself. So what I'm seeing here overall, let me just break this down to you a bit. Your relationship with the creator being the most important, not people. And this is perfect on Valentine's Day, right? For some of us who are maybe feeling down, you know, or feeling like maybe you don't have a connection, or wishing that you had a connection, just remember that your connection, really your strongest connection, is with the creator. There's nobody who can substitute that. So as long as you're constantly trying to find someone else outside of you to complete you, you will always end up in this rat race. So just remember that your devotion, your walking life, your life is a walking prayer, a moving prayer. Your life is not about right and wrong. It's not about who did what, when, where. It's really about living. So as long as you're living and you're following and you're learning what you're supposed to learn, you're doing a magnificent job. Okay. And then we have here the spontaneous awakening, the birthing of, so this is a new level. So like I said, I just came off a vacation, by the way, guys. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I just came off a nice vacay. Okay. Hey, Precious, how you doing? Hey, Live Love, how you doing? Yeah, I just came off a nice vacay, and I must say, like, it was just this whole other level of like, no more drama. That's all I can say. Y'all see the Super Bowl last night? Mary did it, didn't she? I mean, the whole thing was bad. I mean, I love them all, I must say. But Mary did the darn thing. I'm just saying. So all of that to say, you know, recognizing, you know, no more drama. You don't have to. So, but as long as you recognize what you have within you, right? And then we ended off with the double mission. Light worker, star seeds, serving the world by being you. This is what I'm talking about. At the end all to be all, just to break it all down, you being you is the absolute most important thing. What is the life you're supposed to live, not according to society's perspective, but what is the life you're supposed to live. So all of that to say, this whole reading is centered around your belief system. I feel like we're back here again, and I kind of want to say we're back here again, but I think that it needs to be reiterated. We have a society that continuously, I had I had a conversation with my brother last night after he picked me up from the airport. After I came back, I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And it's just so interesting how we were raised in the same household, his perspective from a man's perspective, my perspective. And when you start thinking about the roles that a man is supposed to play, a role that a woman is supposed to play, that's when you already knocked your originality out the box. Like your original, who you are as an original person, who you are supposed to be, who are you without the rules of or expectations centered around manhood or womanhood, right? The feminine versus the masculine, and who are you outside of having to, I don't know, get a job and live in a capitalistic society to where you need to pay rent and blah blah blah. Who are you when you are not being who your parents want you to be? Who are you when you're not being a mother, sister, cousin, brother, wife, whoever? Who are you when you're not all that? And many times we find ourselves so stuck into these roles, playing these roles for everyone else, we have no idea who we are for ourselves. And I feel like that's what this message is about. So just giving you some preemptive or a little quick advice. Let's just do some affirmations, just some quick affirmations that center around the flow, being in the flow, igniting that joy, really that love-based reality that you want for yourself. And that really includes everyone, not just a so-called significant other, right? You said, I was told I'm going through my spiritual awakening, that I should be doing. Hold up. What should I be doing during this time? Yeah, Mary did that. Yeah, I know, right? Mary did the darn thing. Okay, so as you're going through your spiritual awakening, like I said, when you're going through a spiritual awakening, this is a lifetime journey. Let me just make that clear. This ain't no fly-by-night shit. It is not. It's not the easiest thing to do either, because you're constantly being challenged to go, to stretch extra stuff. It's about growth. The awakening process is really about growth, and you're constantly growing through this process. So I don't want you to feel like, oh, hell no, I'm not trying to do this for the rest of my life. But really, hell no, you're doing this shit for the rest of your life. Hell yeah, you are doing this shit for the rest of your life. But it can be so rewarding as well. I mean, I feel as though after each level of awakening, it's like your eyes open, you obtain more clarity. It's like you're not living in la la land no more. You know what I mean? So each level of awakening allows you, and I even had a dream last night too, y'all. I'm telling you, oh my gosh, it was, they just showed me, they just reminded me of it to tell you guys. I had this crazy dream. And I'm telling you, the base of the fucking dream was simply taking out. I mean, if I could just show y'all what it looked like it was like taking out like all the bullshit that's been placed upon you, and then awakening, like literally awakening the goddess, the God, I believe it's God, goddess, whatever you want to call it, whatever, but we're one, right? So awakening that universal creator in each and every one of us, just simply pulling out this bullshit that we all have grown close to, attached to, society's perspective, all of that, pulling that shit out. And then by pulling it out, you grew. That's how this shit went. This shit was crazy. Now, I've had dreams like this before where it's been people who knew or who respected our gifts using it to their betterment, while they're telling you, or why you're not feeling, or why people like you are not embracing your gifts. So others are using your gifts, using the magic, using the spiritual awakenings, using all these different processes for their betterment outside of your own culture, and it derived from your culture. It was literally moving from souls to soul, like souls from one body to the next body, soul from one body to the next body. And I was just like, shit, like this is crazy. I mean, it was madness to me, right? Because I was like, damn, this is a whole nother level, like when I wasn't even prepared for it. And now it's pulling almost like a part. It's almost like an energy. That's what it looked like you're pulling an energy. I want to say almost pulling like a part of your soul out, or part of the energy out, or maybe the damaged parts, or whatever's holding you back, or whatever's like weighing you down, whatever burdens you have. It was like pulling all of that out. And by pulling that out, you just fucking grew. Like it's like you were like this, and then you just like grew. Like it's almost like, y'all remember like Thor, right? You know, have you guys noticed like what is it, the Avengers or whatever? Like when Thor is like, you know, he comes down to like the man perspective where he looks like a man, but then when he grows, and same thing with his brother, when they turn into that God form, they grow and they're like now like towering over everyone. It was almost like that. It was like pulling out the BS that made you so-called human and realizing your godlike nature. This shit was deep. I was like, whoa, this is what I'm talking about. And I was doing it, so I really felt good because I was like, oh, yeah, I'm playing a major role, right? But it was awesome, though. And in the dream, guess who I was pulling it out of? I'm just saying it was Mary. I'm just saying. I was like, oh, shit, she grew into a goddess. Like, it was mad. It was mad crazy. But anyway, all of that to say, it's really changing belief systems. And I know this is my destiny, right? This destiny here, for me, I know is all about this belief system. Taking this belief system, taking it to another level. Getting rid of, again, kind of taking away all the BS that's been placed upon you, whether it be from religious sectors, whether it be from your upbringing, whether it be from society, whatever, social media, whatever, you know, the perceptions of what beauty is, the beauty standards, you know, all of this BS, these so-called standards. It's like not trying to fit into a class. Like you're too busy trying to fit into a class, too busy trying to fit into standards, too busy trying to fit in, that you lose your own identity. So all of that to say, this whole reading is centered around birthing a new you know, and taking care of that new you. And let me make it clear, many people are not going to be down with the new you, right? Many people are not going to be down with you excelling, right? With you going to the next level and leaving them behind. That's not, but they can come too, right? So anyway, some of your affirmations. So one of the affirmations is, you can repeat after me. I am so nurtured when I surround myself with friends and family who support a love-based reality. The other was, the next one is, when I am in the flow, magic happens. Again, when I am in the flow, magic happens. The third that came out was attuning to the highest good in myself and others ignites my natural joy. So tuning to the highest good, the higher vibration. Think about it from that perspective. Tuning into the higher vibration in myself and in others ignites my natural joy. So this is like a healer, right? This is that healing energy. But you have to do it first to yourself. Attuning to the highest vibration within yourself and in others. Then in others ignites your natural joy. So you have to take care of yourself first. And then helping others helps you there too. But first and foremost, it's helping your soul. So I am so nurtured when I surround myself with friends and family who support a love-based reality, whatever that looks like to you. Love-based reality, which goes back here to the sisters, right? Who accept you for who you are, a love-based reality, not who people want you to be, but who you are. And then we have in the flow, you know, when I am in the flow, magic happens. So how can we surrender, be in the flow without trying to be someone we're not, trying to be someone else without trying to fit in? So this whole reading here speaks to you being the original you. What does that look like? If you strip away all these things, how do you grow into the original magnificent you? Beautiful. Okay, well, let's find out the answer. Anybody want to hear that? Let's make this quick. You know, I started early because I was getting a little tired, and I was like, okay, I don't know how long this is going to be, but I need to get some rest. So I hope it's okay. I started a little early, guys. Joy, are you still here? You said, how are you feeling since you woke up? Since I started my walk with God, that's what I want to say. That's what they're telling me. Ever since I started my walk with God, the real walk with God, not they're saying the fake one. Damn shit. I'm really trying to be, I'm really trying to be nice here, y'all. You say just after the dream. Okay, my bad. I was about to go there. I'm about to go there. But no, after I woke up, it was magnificent. I was just like, oh shit. It was like when I was really when I woke up, it was like I chill, right? I chill. And what I do is I go back and I remember, and I'm like, what led me to that part? What led me to remember that part? Because that part was like one of the more powerful parts of the dream. So it was like, what led to that? What led up to that? And so I went back. So that's what I tend to do with all my dreams, or when I wake up, and especially when I'm feeling extremely emotional or had some type of emotional connection to that dream. I wait, I sit, I listen. It's like I go over the dream. I try to remember more of the dream and identify the and just learn more, so I can see what the message was for me. But yeah, when I woke up from that dream, it was like, oh shit, it's on, y'all. I'm telling you, I felt good. Like, it's like, get out my way, because it's like you can't shut me down right now. Like, this is crazy. I'm not to say people not going to try, but it's really this energy of, damn, you have a purpose. You down with your purpose. It's like it validates who you are. It validates your purpose, right? Oh, and then what comes out, the sound of the universe. Ooh, beautiful. Oh, and then this wants to come out too. Luminescence. And then we have also awakening. Again. So like I said, I really think this is a collective awakening. Let me just make this clear. Like, a collective divine feminine awakening. Like I said, when I had the conversation and I was talking to my brother, it was like, he's like, well, you're supposed to, men are supposed to, this is what women are attracted to, because when men act like this is what women gravitate towards. And I was like, yeah, but this is like the misconception, right? Because it's like, this is what a man is supposed to be, or this is how they're supposed to act, or this is how a woman's supposed to be, or how a woman's supposed to act, right? So we have all these, and like whenever I talk to most people to the depth that I need to go, but I could talk to my brother like this. I mean, he might think I'm woo-woo, and he might, but he can at least catch it and be like, okay, I heard you, but nah, that shit ain't like that right now. And I'm like, I know, that's my point. You can't talk to everybody like that, but the point was, I was like, but if you strip away all of these perceived notions of what a man is supposed to be and what a woman is supposed to be, and everybody is balanced in their masculine and feminine energy, then you have balanced people. And so what he was speaking about was the fact that now that women especially are rising in essence, and he said these words, I don't know if he really meant to say it like this, but this is what he's saying, right? As women are rising basically to the level, from his perspective, I'm like, rising, kid, like, but this is my little brother, so I get down with him like that. But but listening to it, it's like just natural, right? Because it's this perception that men, or this masculine energy, is more valuable, and it is more valued in today's society than the feminine aspects of you, right? So it's like this perspective of, oh, as women are rising, now they're expecting men to do other shit. So he was like, so it's not like I can just be the breadwinner because you took that from me, or now we're on even playing fields. So now that we're on even playing fields, I can't really just be like, look, I did my job. Now you want me to be emotional. Now you want me to be vulnerable. Now you want me to talk to you. Now you want me to be your girlfriend. Now you want me to be all these other things. And I was like, yeah, because now they're looking for you to bring up your feminine side. So now where you was just feeling like, and this is all because of the patriarchal structure, right? They've created this masculine dominated society to where when the masculine was gone, or when you didn't have as many, now people had to rise up because they had to so-called survive. So now the women, so-called rising up for survival, because they don't want to be beat, because they want to fucking eat, because they want to take care of their children, because they had to. So now it's like this cycle, and this is what we were talking about. It's like this vicious cycle of now you're raising men who feel the same way and is going to do the same shit to other women, right? Because they were raised by a woman, still didn't have, whatever it is. But really, it's not just about that. And that's my thing. Like, let's scratch all that shit. It's not about who they were raised by. It's really, and this is something a therapist taught me, I want to say maybe 20 years ago, almost 20 years ago. And I hung on to it because it made so much sense to me. She was saying, people feel like they all have, like, especially women have these father issues and all this other stuff. But it's not the fact that your father wasn't around. It's about the people you were around. So it's not just that they weren't there. Yes, you felt abandoned, but really you learned a lot of your mannerisms and things of that nature. A lot of that from the people that were in your vicinity. So not blaming it on the mother, right? But the point that she was making was really, at what point do you now take accountability for yourself? So it can't be everybody else. So now it's about you. Now you don't want it to be about you because you want to play the victim because it's their fault, it's his fault, it's their fault. But now when I take accountability for myself, now I have to take, you see what I'm saying? So she was like taking the power out of the hands of the father, or taking that power out of the hands of the mother, or taking the power out of the hands of the husband, whatever it is that you're going through, right? And it's like now putting it back on you. So now what can I do for myself? And it's so interesting because we're taught daily to do everything, any and everything for everybody else, to put ourselves last. And we do it gladly, proudly, because, oh, I'm a mother and I'm a wife and I'm a, you know what I mean? I met somebody over the weekend on a cruise, right? And it was so deep. She was saying how, she went through her divorce and everything. And she said she addressed some comment on Instagram where basically she said, someone put a question out there. How long did you remain married? If you're divorced, how long did you remain married? And she was like, proudly for 23 years kind of thing, like for 23 years. And someone came back to them and said to her, you couldn't have did longer than that? Oh, y'all know me, right? Y'all know me, my eyes. I was like, how dare they? Who the fuck are they to sit there? And I had just had the conversation with her because she's like, I was married for 23 years. And I was like, yeah, but many times we know during the first year. I said this to her, right? Not trying to read her or nothing like that. And she was like, yep, I knew the first year. I knew the first year it was going to end up like this. I knew the first year, this marriage was in essence doomed the first year. And I was like, damn. And she stayed in it for the family, stayed in it for the kids, stayed in it. And she was like, yeah, but why would he have all these kids with me, knowing that he's not going to change? And she was like, and I could just never change him. And my thing is, but that's not our role either. We're not here to change anyone. You feel me? Like, I was just like, y'all, like, you have no idea. Joy, I'm telling you. You feel me? Like, I was like, hell no, you didn't. Like, how you gonna come at me like I didn't? You see what I'm saying? So my point is this, when you decide to get with someone, to get married, whatever it is, like, for some reason it ends up all on you. And like the family kept coming to her, everybody kept looking at her to save the marriage. And like totally discounted what the role he played in it, all while everybody knew what the fuck he was doing. Now, and I've been in that situation. I've been there to where the family's like, oh, hey, how you doing? And it's like, what? Like, what's going on? Like, literally everybody knew what was going on. It was a big secret of what was going on with, at the time, my husband, who ultimately ended up being my ex. Everybody knew the big secret, and I had no fucking clue. Everybody and they come to me talking to me like, Marlana, look, I so-and-so, I love you, I just want you to know I'm family, we family forever. And I'm just like, what? I'm confused. Like, yeah, of course we'll always be family. I love y'all. But I didn't know the big secret. And it was like the big elephant in the room, and nobody wanted to tell me. But at the end of the day, I was the one at fault because I'm not the one who tried hard enough, because I was not the one who, you see what I'm saying? Which is why I don't get down with none of that shit, because it's all bullshit. And I went to the church, I went to therapy, I went to all kinds of, to get help. And that's what she did too. She went to all these places to obtain help. And all the help is telling her she has to do something different. Telling her she has to hang in there. Telling her she should be beat down further, humiliated further, disrespected further, abused further, emotionally impacted longer. It pisses me off. I must say, which is why I do what I do, because this is bullshit. It's bullshit. It's society. This is some skewed shit. This shit is in the favor of one and not in the favor of the other, and expecting the other to fucking deal with this shit like we're strong enough to deal with it. Oh, but you're weak enough not to leave. Don't leave because you need to take care of them. Bullshit. You need to take care of your own sanity. How about that? Oh, my bad. You're selfish for doing that. Really? Bullshit, like all around. Like, I just don't get down with that. So we have two messages here that I'm not as familiar with, and I look forward to looking it up, and so we can get a little more information on this. But first, let me just pull the message that I'm getting intuitively from this message, the sound of the universe. Oh, okay, so they just told me. This message here is going back to the cosmic heart. And this is going back here to the moving prayer, the listening, constantly listening to spirit, listening to the universe, listening to your intuition, listening to all of that. That's what this is speaking to. Look at that. Listening to, and this, and you know, I keep hearing not to people. Like, I mean, how many of y'all know that we in an illusionary state? This is a fucking illusion that's been created for us to stay in this shit and deal with the shit like ridiculously. Like, I mean, the justice system, I was saying the judicial, I was going to go judicial, but you know, I'll just make it simple. The justice system, you know, the illusions about relationships, the illusions about marriage, the illusions about religion, the illusions about society's perspective, very ridiculously fucked up, skewed of society's perspective regarding beauty, regarding life, what you should want to have, that picket fence lifestyle, all that shit. Like, all of it's an illusion. Anybody? An illusion that was created for you to stay in check. And it was so crazy. So going back to my brother, I love my brother to death. It was something he said that was so hilarious to me. He was like, yeah, I really wanted you to get with my, like, it was like a mentor he had or something like that. He's like, I really wanted you to get with him, but you know, I just know you would never act right. I said, you fucking got that right. Like, you know, duh. Like, I just know you wouldn't act right. And I knew that too. And that's why I said, yeah, I think he's a cool dude and everything, but I could never be what he was looking, I knew he would have wanted. You know, it's quite a few relationships I skipped out on because I knew damn well that the life that they wanted me to play was not a life I was going to play. That I'm not that, what do they call the Joan Cleaver? What is she, the Cleavers or whatever? I'm not Mrs. Cleaver. You know, I'll get a Cleaver, but I'm not Mrs. Cleaver. Know that shit. You said we live in a big dream state. Oh my gosh, absolutely. We sleep in the real room. I know. I feel your joy. Absolutely. Preach. Tell them like it is, Joy. That's so correct. Like, literally. You know, a lot of the times it's almost like you don't even want to wake up. Have you guys felt that energy where sometimes you're waking up to work or go back to so-called life, and it's almost like a part of you is missing? It's almost like a part, it's like it's hard. It's like you're not really fully there yet, and sometimes you have to wait and sit until you collect, like almost like till you fully collect your soul back. Like your soul is somewhere else or on its way back or partially here, but there's some connection. And regardless, the point is you're not fully back to wake yet. And I felt that energy way too many times where it's almost like it's a part of you where you're just like, like, boo. But you know, we all decided to come here, right? To experience this wonderful. The next message was Luminescence. Now let's see what this is, because I'm trying to see what I'm feeling from this. And let me just show you the message here. The next message is luminescence. I thought I heard something, guys. Okay. I feel like this is a healing of the heart energy. But let's go ahead and look into this. And then, like I said, the last message that came out with this was awakening. So this is just, to me, this is again more uh, just reiteration of what I was saying earlier regarding the awakening process, making sure that you're allowing yourself to heal, and also, listening to the universal creator at all times, like every step, like living your life as in a communication with the divine, right? So let's just go into the sound of the universe, which speaks to life-changing experiences, glimpses of the greater mystery. Okay, so significant timing, pivotal moments. Okay, so all of that here. Music is also a part of this. Music transcending mundane reality. Again, the illusion, the bullshit, the reality we live in, that changing that totally and living your life in a place of amazing moments all the time, remaining in an amazing place. I love that. This card signifies those pivotal moments that transcend belief. Again, the first message that came out for our goddesses, our goddess message was the belief system, right? This card signifies those pivotal moments that transcend belief, reminds us of a greater reality and influences us so that life will never be the same again. When I started, okay, and then she starts talking about when she channeled this painting. This deck is amazing, by the way. This is a Lumerian deck. I love it. But anyway, it has powerful symbols in this. They call it the sea yantra. The sea yantra, Sri yantra. Sri, SRI yantra, is a powerful symbol described as the tuning fork that, oh, they're speaking to the tuning fork. Okay. Connects us to the universal consciousness. It presents, hold up. It is present in those aha moments. So this is about getting fragments, pieces of you back. Again, going back to what I was talking about, getting that energy back. So I like it. So this is also speaking to using music as a healing tool as well. So some of you might need to, and I just heard gospel music personally when I just touched this card just now. Again, the music that came to me, healing music, gospel music came to me. So it may be another type of music that's healing for you as well. So that may assist you during this time. So we also have the luminescence. I'm trying to see what else. Let me see if there's anything else they want you to know. Yeah, music, using it in ceremony is good. And it speaks to music opening up portals here in this atmosphere. Bringing more music to your life to expand your experience and shift your sense of ordinary to your ordinary reality. So shifting your perspective from an ordinary reality. Shaking up your world. So it's time to shake it up, guys. Let's look into the luminescence. Let's see what we have here. So this spell speaks to self-love. Love is the most potent and healing tool that we have. And the more we feel, the more we create. It's contagious too. The more we live with our hearts, the more we find it in our lives. So the more you live within your heart, the more you'll find it in your life. So how do we kickstart this wholeness of being? Be present and authentic with your heartfelt needs, have an awareness and a softening towards your unloved parts. Okay, so they wanted me to tell you guys, they showed me pulling back your energy, pulling your energy back to you. Sometimes we go on these tangents, right? And we are all over the place. Oh, I have to do this. I mean, in your mind, like your essence, your being, your energy is being pulled to your kids' school, to your job. What do I need to do next? To your to-do list, to your everything, people whose mind, when your mind is constantly thinking about someone who you may not want to spend your time with right now. constantly going back to those times, because they may be thinking about you. And if you're empathic, you may be pulling on their energy just like they're pulling on your energy. You can stop all of that. So all of this is to say is you need to pull back your energies, pulling back your energies into you, being present in the moment. One technique that I was doing, that was something I just made up. I started counting my toes. Like, okay, I just went from my big toe to my pinky toe and then back to my pink toe and like making it go like this, like, just bringing me back to this moment right here, taking me away, taking my energy back from all these people, my thoughts, bringing it back all to me again, to bring back wholeness to me. So this luminescence is speaking to this as well. So do not compare yourself to others, as we all have our different struggles and strengths. Think about all you are grateful for, acts of kindness, and other ways to expand that heartfelt, good feeling, good vibe. So that good vibe that you're passing on to everyone, it's time for you to bring it back to you. Dream big, but also be real about what is achievable. Now, I don't like that that's like right there, because I feel like, how you going to tell me to dream big, but then be like, but I don't like that. Let me just make that clear. I don't like that last part. So let's just say dream big. Find out what makes us happy and surround ourselves with those who really see us and encourage us to go that way. Be aware of the parts of yourself that you feel easy to love and set goals for healing things that your body needs. Honor your fantastic vessel, your body. Look at what you are good at and grow your self appreciation from this place. And then, of course, we have the awakening. So yeah, right now the energies that I'm feeling really stems a lot from, recognizing your belief system, what holds you back, what grows you, what can you strip away so you can grow to that goddess within you. And I'm not saying God for men, goddess for women. I'm just saying God, goddess, whatever you want to. I personally call myself God, so so that's what I do. But by the way, guys, I did start a new I created a I Am God perfume. I'm so excited about it. You said I wake up at 5:30, don't get up till I have to. I know that's right. Yeah, no, just take that time to kind of listen on yourself, listen to yourself, what you need. And by the way, if any of you are triggered by the I Am God perspective, look internally. What has made you feel like you don't have God within you? It's like a lot of people feel as though, like saying that, of course, a lot of people get triggered by that, but it's only because you have like this part of you that makes you feel like I'm not worthy. And so, like, again, this is that part of you that you're having to strip away so you can step into that godlike nature that's within you. Like, we all have it. We do. We all have this connection. We all have God within us. So why are you afraid to embrace that? So ask yourself that question. Why does that trigger you so much? Why does that trigger the people around you so much? Is it because, like, how are you God and I'm not? Well, why aren't you? That goes back to us looking at blonde hair and blue eyed Jesus. When we know Jesus was raised, came out of Africa and had woolly hair and this, that, and other, again, it goes back to the perception that's given to you of what God is supposed to be. And so if you feel as though you're not that, then you will always feel to some degree less than, right? Like not worthy, right? So then if you put a different one there, like even by me seeing Lady Liberty, I saw that before. Yes, absolutely. God is in all of us. I saw Lady Liberty when I was in the islands and I loved it. And, I remember putting that out like all over the, retweeting it, Instagram tweet, whatever, and putting it all out there because I was so excited when I saw that, I was so excited to see that, wow, this was what the Statue of Liberty was supposed to look like. But then it was also this perception, right? Oh, we don't want the Statue of Liberty to look like this. By the way, it's up on my Instagram if you guys want to see it. I think it's in my stories right now. But the point is, Lady Liberty, knowing that the Statue of Liberty was supposed to look like this, a Black woman with a lantern, in like some white, dress, versus the green woman with I think a torch or what have you, they changed the image because they wanted that image to be more powerful and they wanted to give off a perception. Again, all this shit is illusions. It's illusions everywhere. Think about your family, think about your friends, think about your working environment. How are you changing yourself from your original state of being to accommodate all these parts of your life? And then you wonder why you don't know who you are. Right? Like, but I'm hearing some of you say, but I have to do this. I have to. I have my job. I have to have kids. I have people to provide for. I have my parents. But do you? Or is it a decision and a choice? So, or at least, at the very least, at least wake up enough to know that this is not who I am. This was made for me. I had to be this way because I had to get this job. I had to change my hair so I could look appropriate. I had to dress in a suit so I could get the job. I had to, you know what I mean, downplay my own culture so I could fit into this other culture that don't even want you. Don't get me started. The point is, you so many ways we downplayed our own culture, ourselves as feminines, and all these different things in order to fit in a masculine dominated society, a masculine driven society, a masculine logical society. And I'm not talking about just driven, just men. I'm talking about the way we work, how we work, the labor we put into it, whether it be work, whatever, how we love, how we're in relationship. All these things are like masculine based. And then we're trying to fit in and we're like trying to throw in a few, I want to tell him I love him, or I want to, him to be faithful. It's like you're trying to throw these other things in, but in reality, they don't want to be tied down in many cases, right? They want to live their life, or they don't want to change to accommodate you. They don't want to change at all. They want to stay in their masculine energy. And then a lot of feminines feel like they have to be in their masculine energy to compete, to get the better job, to get whatever, to live a better life, so they don't have to be underneath per se. We just started talking about that. So they don't have to submit to this masculine figure for their wealth, for their health, for their family, all these different things, because they don't want to count on this person. So they don't want to have to deal with the bullshit that's coming with it, right? Of demeaning, the lack of respect, right? It was something I just saw recently, which I loved. And I think I just retweeted or Instagrammed it or something. And it was saying how masculines come into relationships wanting to split everything 50-50 money-wise, but they're not splitting 50-50 when it comes to everything else. They don't want 50-50 sex. They don't want 50-50 taking care of the children. They don't want 50-50, cooking. They don't want 50-50 cleaning. They don't want 50-50, none of that shit. So the only thing is 50-50 is your bank account. But you're still putting in 200% of everything else. So, and I was having this conversation with my brother, like I said, and we were talking about even a friend of his, and it was like, yeah, but his relationship is gone. She's given up. This is what we're talking about. She's given up. It's like she got married. She got what she wanted. She got married. She had the baby. And now she's given up on a relationship. And I was like, did anybody ask her why? Like, if she's given up, most likely she's tried and 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 tried, relaxed and tried some more, tried again, came back, cried, tried again, and been called a nag and been called you're too emotional, you're too this, you're too that, you're not why are you being like that? Why are you? I'm just saying. Yes, kept trying till our heart said no more. And at some point you gotta disconnect. Now what? Then when you disconnect, now what? Now you're looking at me like I'm crazy because I can't do it no more. And I heard somebody said this to me one time. It was like, I didn't know. They said it was so fucking ignorant. I mean, the shit was so fucking bizarre. And I was like, for real? They can't be that stupid. But this is what they said. And really, it made me question my own sanity because I was like, are they that stupid and I didn't know? I knew you didn't like what was going on, but you never told me you couldn't deal with it. That you can't. Like, this is the first time I'm hearing you can't do this anymore. What? I'm a very verbal person. I mean, remember that whole story I told you about the guy who claimed that when he saw me, he thought I was non-confrontational, and I was like, who the fuck told you that dumb shit? We all know I'm very fucking confrontational. I say it like it is. I don't hold back. I don't know qualms. Now, not to say I always was this way, because for the longest, I expect people to just fucking know. Like, duh, this is some basic shit. You take care of your woman like this. I was working all day, then fucking have dinner ready when I get home. If you're not working, you going to school or whatever, go pick up the baby. Please? I mean, I just came off of vacation, you know, from traveling for work and this, that, and other. You can at least go pick up the fucking baby. Like, should I have to tell you this shit? Like, it was basic shit, right? Like, you're like, what the fuck? Like, so it makes you think that you're crazy, and then don't get started letting the family get in on it, because the next thing you know, they saying, oh, well, you're not a good mother. They had to pick the baby up multiple times from the daycare, or they had to go feed them, or they had to, and now they want a fucking cookie. When you did that shit 24/7 plus work plus this plus that, nobody gave you a fucking gold star. But yet you supposed to get, don't get me started. I'm just saying. I'm just telling you examples. But that's the point that I'm making, right? So you're getting a gold star for going to do basic shit that I had to tell you to do because now I'm fucking your mother. And don't get me started into the mothers who sit there and say, oh, well, now it's your time to finish raising him. So now if we're perpetuating the society, if we're perpetuating the same shit as the conversation I was having with my brother, right? If we're perpetuating the same shit, then I'm just saying, how do we end the cycle? And this is where we came to, the conundrum, right? How do we end this cycle if you have the mothers that are creating, in essence, not just the mothers, but you have society, you have all these things, right? I have all these things that's creating you, creating him, creating us, creating that mother, creating that grandmother, creating that great-grandmother, because all of them had their own experiences, which they're now putting on you. If you stripped yourself away from all of that baggage, whew, damn, you know how much lighter you would be? Now, does anybody understand what I'm saying, or am I going totally over your head? It's going, whew. Did I miss you there? Let me know if did I catch it in y'all? Did y'all understand what I was saying when I was saying this? I'm just saying. You said, I'm very verbal too. I don't play. You don't have to guess. I have spelled it out. Right? You said, I got it all. I feel you. Thank y'all. Thank you. Thank you for validating me and making sure I ain't crazy. Because, I mean, sometimes you just go over your head. I get it. Sometimes you might need to rewind it. I understand. Do what you got to do so you can get the point. The point is stripping away all the societies, your parents, your baggage. And I'm not saying baggage in a negative way. I'm just saying baggage, your life, your experiences, whatever. If you didn't have all that shit when you came on this planet and all this shit was put onto you, identify those things that was put on you. Identify those things that you had to pick up as it relates to what life was supposed to be like. All the lies, you know, Santa Claus and shit. You know, all those type lies, you know. Oh, all you got to do is go to school and go to college, and then you can have a dream life and have your white picket fence in your house. You know, all the bullshit that was told to you, and you'll be happily ever after. Bullshit that was told to you. I'm just saying, when you strip away all that shit, your perspective of, and I'm saying it's hard. I mean, I'm telling you, like I've taken 3 steps forwards and 5 steps back sometimes. 6 steps forward, 20 steps back sometimes. I'm saying. I have done it over and over and over. Hey, Tara, how you doing? I've done it over and over and over again to where you finally feel like you've gotten it and you grasped it. You finally feel like you've grasped it. And then everything falls. Everything. You're like, damn, I forgot. What was I doing again? Like, you feel like you got it. It's like almost like, okay, I finally get it. This is who I am, stripping away all the bullshit. This is who I am finally when I'm not being this to that person and that to this person, or this to the job and that to the, you see that, you know, being a daughter, a mother, a sister, a cousin, a wife, When I strip away all these perceptions of society and who I'm supposed to be now, who am I now? And it's like you always, and you get happy with it and you get excited about it. And then something comes up. It could be a friend of yours that just reminds you, oh, he didn't do that again? Or what about you? Did he? Oh, he remember how he did that to you? Or remember how she did that? What? Remember how, and it's like because they're still stuck in the illusion. They're still stuck in the paradigm. They're still stuck into that patriarchal structure. They still can't afford to go on vacation by themselves. So they talk about how they need their man and therefore will exit you out. You will be out of all plans because you ain't got a man because, they needed a man to go on vacation. So apparently you can't afford it either. Bullshit. You see what I'm saying? The mentality is real. So now you have people around you, close friends and family that's around you that's reminding you, oh, why aren't you married yet? Why don't you have a husband yet? Why don't you have this yet? Oh, well, why aren't you healed yet? Why aren't you better yet? Why aren't you ... yet? All these things, as soon as you feel like you're good, happy with who you are, and woke, finally seeing things clearly, then everybody around you come around you like, and reminds you that you're in the Twilight Zone. They're constantly reminding you that something's wrong with you, not the other way around. So we have this unfortunate shift that's occurring because so many of us are waking up, but everyone around us is still asleep. What do you do when everybody's still asleep and you woke? What do you do? Let's ask the question. What do you do when everybody is still asleep and you're woke? I just heard compassion, having compassion for others. I did just hear that. Of course, the easy one is to be around like-minded people. Make sure you're around people that believe what you believe, because it's easy to feel like you're alone in this. And then that's when you then kind of try to go back into the same dynamic you just came out of that wasn't happy in the first place, that wasn't fulfilling in the first place. Because again, this whole reading goes back to your relationship, your closeness with the divine, having your life as a walking prayer life, literally your real relationship with God. This is the relationship with God that you have. That hole that you feel is empty inside is filled with God, the creator. That's who fills that hole, not someone else. This is so as soon as you detach and feel like now this is your end all to be all, now you're really empty, because now they can't feel you like you were filled here. They can't feel you like when you're in your dream state and you're connected to God. Woo, Lord. Okay, message is be of service. So what I'm getting from this message is basically helping others to see it. Now, don't beat nobody down like, I just saw like somebody beating somebody down with the Bible. That's not what you're doing. That's not what you're doing. Really, this is about you setting an example, letting your life be an example. That's how you can be in service to others. You can talk about it if you want to talk about it. Don't talk about it if you don't want to talk about it. It's not your... Okay, they don't want me to say that. I'm not going to say it. I was going to say it's not your responsibility to, in essence, it's not your responsibility to raise them up. It's not, because they have to take accountability for themselves. But by you setting yourself as an example, that's enough. You can talk to them if you want, but it's how you walk, how you genuinely be yourself, how you genuinely are yourself. That's what's most important. You said, I love when they say, I don't get you. What the fuck? I gave you a play-by-play from Jump Street, right? You said, I just don't say nothing, honestly, because they make you explain further. See, that's the thing. You don't have to. They'll try to make you explain. And I've been there many a time. Well, what do you mean by that? If you don't fucking know, I can't do that shit for you. I thought you were smarter than that. So if you don't know, I think we're really on two different pages. How about that shit? Figure that one out, motherfucker. Anyway, then they make you feel stupid because don't understand. No, really, I think they play like they don't understand, but really a lot of them understand. I think they do understand. They just don't want to understand. But again, is it really your job to make them understand? Like you could be, look, you can compassionately say, exit stage left. I'll exit stage left. I understand you don't understand. I think we're on two separate pages. You're absolutely right. I think, yeah, you're right. I don't think you'll ever understand me because I'm from Mars, you're from Venus, or vice versa. I don't know which one it is. You said, and that's not our fault. They aren't ready. Exactly. Boom. There you go. But we get caught up in it because we're like we feel like we're supposed to teach them because again, we have been put in that position to where we are taking accountability for everyone else. The feminine energy takes accountability for everybody else fuck ups, takes accountability for the family not going right, takes accountability for the relationship for not going right, takes accountability. I mean, I've heard people come back to me like, yeah, so they told me at church that I need to dress less provocatively. But then when I dress less provocatively, now she's like, oh, yeah, but look at what you got on. You got on a moo-moo. Well, you just told me not to because he was insecure. And now you want me to. And so I changed it so he would be happy and he won't abuse me no more. And you're telling me now I look fucking crazy and now he ain't going to want to be with me. Damn, everything's my fault. I mean, when she told me that, it broke my heart because I was just like, truth be told, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you could do except walk away. There's nothing you could do except exit stage left. There's nothing you could do because if they don't want to work on it, and I mean really work on it, I'm not saying say they want to work on it because that's what it'll be said they want to work on it, all while they're not working on it, right? So it's not your responsibility really to get them on board. They need to want to. It's like a drug addict. They gotta be the ones that want to go get help. They got to be the ones. But if you're dragging them to therapy, like, have you drugged somebody through a relationship before? I mean, I just want to put it out there. Has anybody, like, drag somebody kicking and screaming? Like, damn well they really don't want to be in a monogamous relationship. But they are pretending to be. And this is, again, part of the perspective, right? This is what I have to do in order to get married and have children because this is what will make me look like a good man. This is what I'm supposed to do, so I don't look like a whore and, loose and this, that, and the other. I'm supposed to get married to anybody just so I'm not fucking everybody because this is what a good woman's supposed to look like. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm over all the stereotypes. All the stereotypes can kiss my ass. I'm just saying. You said try it. It shuts them up real quickly. Oh, I will go into it. I know. They don't like it when you interrogate them, too. They don't like that either. Yeah. In that conversation fast. Because, you'll do it, and it's so interesting. Because then they'll be like, oh, well, you were too aggressive. Really? You weren't all the other times that you so-called won the argument because you were yelling, because you were using your body as a means of, you see what I'm saying? Like, you were using it all as a way to intimidate me, and my words intimidated you. My little body intimidated you. You see what I'm saying? My kindness, my openness, my open heart, my vulnerability intimidates you. Like, everything about me is intimidating you, but you're using you see what I'm saying? Like, so who's really intimidating? Who? You feel me? Like, who's really the intimidator? If you're scared of my, who's, because, I mean, let's look up the definition. Can somebody look up the definition for me? Intimidate. You said, gotta take a man for a drag. No thanks. Yeah. Just to be in a relationship. Yeah. Nah, but see, you don't even know you dragging them. That's my point, Live Love. That's my point. You don't even realize you're dragging them. They rather play video games. You're like, oh, I really want to go to dinner tonight. They're like, oh, okay, I'll be there in 2 hours. You feel me? Or I'll be there in 10 minutes and it's been an hour and you're still waiting. Like, I don't do this dumb shit, but I see this shit. Like, I don't do, I mean, but it's obvious they don't want to go. But the point is, it's like, you're trying to act like you're in a relationship. It's like, I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying, y'all, this is my perspective. Take it or leave it, I'm just just wanting everyone to be their original self. Like if you could be authentically you, what does that look like? If you stripped away all the perspectives that are around you of how you were raised, how you were belittled, how you were bullied, how you were, I mean, I could do this all day, that created this layer upon layer of this onion. How do you get to the core and be the authentic you? You can't even find the authentic you. It's like almost like you got to pull all these layers back. And the belief system plays a major role in all of that shit. So if you believe you're God and you believe you can stand up, if you believe Slim Shady, did y'all hear that? Like there's something Slim Shady. Anyway, last night's Super Bowl. Anyhow, stand up. Anyhow, but yes, if you feel like you have that potential and you can say I am God proudly, come see me. I'm just saying. Because if you're scared of it and you're scared of a lot of things around it, I need you to look at your patterns. I need you to look at your belief system. I need you to look at your belief system that's telling you you're not God. What in you is telling you you're not God? You can't be God. You don't have God within you. Not just within you, because even that kind of downplays it a bit. So it's like, of course, we all have God within us. We all have souls. We all are a part of a creator. One creator. It's all these religions, but it's all one creator. You know, so we're all a part of all these dynamics, all these levels that matches us back and it sends us right back to the creator that we love and enjoy. How do we spend more time with creator? How do we identify who we are as creator? How do we walk in our authentic selves the way creator created us? How do we get rid of all of these, strip away all of this baggage, strip away all of this false perception and illusions so we can get to the heart of who we really are and be proud of it? And then how do we show it off? Because we know it's all that and then some. Okay. All right, y'all. Let me see what's going on here. You said this is my face when I let them think I'm bugging. You said my picture is next to... Okay, you said my picture is next to intimidation. LOL, smart women who speak her mind apparently is intimidating, right? Come on now. Or speaks the truth. How about that? Because, you know, really the truth is not popular. That's what I'm saying. Like everything around us is illusions. They're all illusions. All this shit is an illusion. So then when you start speaking truth, people start looking at you dumbfounded and stupid. So again, that's why when you look at people that's woke, like y'all seen that extra, you know, woke person who's like, you know, yeah, they the wokest of the wokest. You know what I mean? Like, don't you know that so and so, because I'm woke. You know, that woke ass person who still can't find themselves. I'm saying, don't get me started, y'all. Yes, real Slim Shady stand up. But you saw him take the knee though, right? I'm just saying. I love it. The only thing that's shady standing is men around me. I love it. Live love. Yes. The truth is, now that's the shit. The truth right there, that will hold, man, I'm telling you, people be jacked up when the truth come out. You say, I know I'm a bad bee. Booyah! That's right. The truth makes people uncomfortable, very much so. But you wonder why. Right? Why do people get skittish when the truth comes out? Because they don't want to be exposed. Because it's easier to live in illusion. It's easier to believe that the justice system actually works. It's easier to believe that your child will not be like everybody else while they're sitting in a class. Bullshit. You know, your child will be okay, you know. But the point is, all these things push us at early ages to not be original, to not be who we really are, because you can't cry too much because you're a boy. You can cry a lot because you're a girl, right? Oh, pull your dress down. I mean, I'm not saying to show your shit all the time. I'm just saying you can't get up on the monkey bars and be strong and go from be ladylike, get down, you know, because I put this dress on you, act like a lady, you know, shh, be quiet, be seen and not heard. You over here run crazy, run all over the grocery store. Nobody gonna stop you. You good. You can do whatever you want to. Bam, because you get down like that. We good with you. Oh, he's just boys being boys. Bullshit. all day getting away with all kinds of dumb shit with boys being boys, right? You see what I'm saying? No accountability. So now it's time for accountability. It's time for them to stand up because now you've risen. Like, now that's what I'm saying. Like, the feminine energy has to just remain balanced. They'll have no choice but to step into line. So we've been all working on our masculine side, right? The logical side, fact, figures. This is what you're supposed to do. This is what's logical in this 3D society. And then we're all trying to balance it with our feminine, which is our knowing, our internal walk with God, what God is telling us to do, what we innately know right to do, following that sacred knowing, that yin energy. So we have the yang that's up here, the yin that's down here, and all we're trying to do is balance it out. And when we balance it out, their masculines up here, they have like their yin is down here. And now they're having to move it up because you've moved up and you've balanced yourself out. So now they have to compete if they want to fuck. I'm just saying. Y'all don't get me started here. The truth makes people uncomfortable. The woke people aren't authentic. Nobody is completely woke. We're all a work in progress. Absolutely. You said, who made the woke rules? I'm telling you, and it's like they take hold of it like, this is what you're supposed to be when you woke, wake up. What you're supposed to do is walk 10 steps behind your man because the black man has been held down, so you need to be held back because we need to rise up. Don't get me started, y'all, because there's a lot of woke-ass motherfuckers out there, fake-ass want to be woke, you know what I'm saying, while they putting your ass in the back of the bus. Don't get me started, y'all. I'm trying to be nice here tonight. Where the standardized woke test to prove it. Right. I mean, isn't that the most backward shit? Like, I was about to say, what we need, a STD? I was about to say SAT. How about a WAT? A woke aptitude test. A WAT. I didn't say a WAP. I said a WAT. Yes. You said waking up takes time. Actually, absolutely. But I mean, that's the part of the journey. It's not like we're trying to run and get there. It's not like we're trying to run and get to the end. Like, oh, I got there first. Because trust me, like we all in certain places. I remember when I graduated college, how to me it was like, okay, you know, when you're in college and all that. Oh, when you graduate, you want a 2-carat diamond ring, a wedding, a baby, and a house. It was like, that was it in your career, of course, right? That was it. And I attained all that shit at the age of like 22. Like, you know, I was like, is this it? I'm just saying, is this it? Like, it's got to be more to this, right? But I feel like God put me in that position to say, this is all you wanted, right? There you go. You happy now? Fuck no. There's a lot more I want to do with my life, right? There's a lot more I'm supposed to do with my life. It's so much more than just that. But society leads you to believe that that's all you're supposed to desire and want. So then when people look at you, especially your significant other, looks at you like you want too much. Don't get me back on that conversation. You want too much. What? What does that look like? Me wanting too much. What does that look like? You're not wanting enough? You're not affording what I want. But what if I'm not dependent upon you for what I want? You feel me? I mean, it just goes down this whole spiral. Now, are you important anymore? Maybe you're not so important anymore. Maybe you see what I'm saying? It's an ongoing cycle. You said you aren't born woke. Yeah, some act like it. Right. I know. Woke crowd. Yeah. You said, yeah, woke was test. Yeah, the WAS. You saying the WAS. I said what? Is it aptitude test? What? Anyway. Third try, woke ass test. I like it. Woke ass test. I love it. We got it. Woo, want too much. So much things. Yeah, so many things you want. Maybe you just ain't that much, huh, dude? I like it. Maybe you, again, it's not, I loved it. It was somebody created a quote. It was like, and they had Oprah on it, and it was like, you know, is it that I'm bougie and I want, or is it just that you can't do it? It was like, it was something along the lines of, the stereotypical thing they say about women. Like, what, you're a gold digger or something like that. I mean, it wasn't gold digger, it was something else that just simply spoke to you wanting too much. And it's really not that I want too much, it's maybe you can't provide it and now you're feeling insecure because your manhood was rooted in being able to provide. So again, that's what I'm saying, y'all. Just strip away all this bullshit. You strip away all the bullshit. If you don't feel like you have to provide as a man, then maybe your identity and how you treat a woman and how your vulnerability levels and your controllingness, and because you feel like you're superior, wouldn't be rooted in this ego. So now once your ego is stripped away and you're no longer able to provide this, that, and the other, don't end up sick or hurt or something like that. Now you don't even want a wife no more. You don't even want, it's almost like you feel like, because I'm not a man. You see what I'm saying? It's like you lose your whole identity because you can't be the so-called perception of what a man's supposed to be. Same thing with women, So I kind of want to go into this be of service a little bit. What do you want us to serve, Spirit? What you want us to do? Spirit said be of service. I told you I heard compassion. So let's see what chakra comes up. Be of service. Spirit was telling us we need to be of service. Okay, and here it comes. And then here comes passion. Passion comes out. Again, yeah, going back to that creativity and love. Beautiful. So green chakra energy is coming out. Kindness, benevolence, sharing, and receiving. So again, that's a balanced concept here. And then also having fun, fulfillment. So living your life to the fullest. And it's simply that. Living your life to the fullest, being honest with yourself. What's wrong with that? I don't know. Anyway, guys, how you guys doing this V-Day? Ooh, okay. Boundaries. Some of us need some boundaries. So be of service, but make sure you have boundaries. I love that. Yeah, and then we just continue here with the sacral chakra energy. All of this in green, this orange chakra energy, this relationship, intimacy, when it comes to intimacy. Being of service. It's making me want to go a little deeper because they're giving me a lot here. What y'all saying? You said, let's be woke bougie. We're going to be woogetto, woke shadow. You know what? I'm going ghetto. I meant to say, I don't think I could do it. Bougeoke, bourgewoke, bourgeois, 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 bougie woke. Oh, how about awaken? Bougie woke awakening. Can you come up with one for that? Bougie woke awakening. Awakening. Oh, I don't think I could do it. I was trying it. You said you're doing good coming from work. Good. Happy Love Day, all. Yes, beautiful. Know that I love you. If somebody didn't tell you they love you today, I'm sending my love to you and hugs to you. Do you guys notice that I wear this? Are you guys, you said woke as bougie. That's the one I just saw. Awad. Awaken, awad. Awaken, woke ass bougie. Awab. Is that what you said? Awab? We about to start some new shit, y'all. Y'all notice that I wear this every day, right? I wear this every day. When I saw this in the store, I had to get this because this is an ongoing daily reminder that I am loved. Loved by the infinite, loved by abundance, loved by the infinite creator, not necessarily loved by a person. If anything, loved by myself, my higher self, my soul. It's a love, it's a higher level, and it's a very heightened sense of love, a reminder that I'm loved, regardless of the people that want to pull you down, regardless of the people who don't know how to love in return, regardless of that, because there's an infinite level of love that we get from the divine. There's an infinite, an overflow of abundance that we get from the creator. the connection with the creator. You never go missing, never not understanding the creator's wants, desires, or needs for your life unless you disconnect. And even although I'm saying disconnect, you still never disconnected. It's just that you are distracted by life, right? So when you need to, you go back to, look, I need that real love. I need that unconditional love that comes from the creator, right? So it's a reminder that you're loved all the time, regardless of the people that are around you. And I find that that's the problem, because so many times we as humans are looking for that validation and love from everyone else, and everybody has a hard time loving themselves, let alone loving you. I'm just saying. So if you barely know yourself, barely know how to love, barely receive love, barely know how to give love, all these things, and you're dependent upon a person who does not know how to love, you're going to feel empty. You're going to feel needy. You're going to feel like a nag, because they're going to call you a nag because they can't give it to you, right? You're going to feel needy because you go like, what, am I asking for too much? Like if I'm asking for too much, Lord help me, I don't want to ask for too much. And maybe I'm asking for more than they can give me. Absolutely. Because the love you're looking for can only be replaced by God. Can only be replaced by the creator. Period. The divine can only, that's the only one that's really true. That connection is so deep, and I love it. And I'm telling you, when I ask for it, I keep it. I love it. And whenever you need it, you go right back to it. Never be so distracted by life that you forget to walk, be a walking, literally. And that's what this is talking about. It literally speaks to having a walking prayer life. Make your life a moving prayer. And that's what this speaks to. But look at that though. It's like it has a, isn't that like a, I'm trying to see here. It's like, to me, it looks like almost like a bird on her shoulder or something. Make your life a walking prayer life. It's almost like you constantly connected with the universal creator. I love that shit. That's some amazing shit. You will always be clear when you're connected to the creator. So no matter what somebody tells you, no matter how somebody tries to argue with you, none of these things matter not when you are connected to the creator and you can see through the bullshit. I'm just saying. Because it's very fucking clear. And your beliefs are telling you it's not clear. Your beliefs are telling you, I'm just telling y'all just you gotta wake up. I think many of you here are woke enough to realize the illusion that we're in, but just remember that a lot of times the arguments, the back and forths, it's all based out of illusion. What you think you want in many cases are based out of illusionary concept that was created for you to stay in fucking check. Shit's crazy. I'm just saying. All right. So let's go ahead and close this out. So you guys having a good V-Day? Did anybody have a question? A quick question? And I'll be happy to answer it as I clean up right now. I just want to show you the messages that came out. So if you want to look at this closely, feel free. If you see any messages. Oh, guys, by the way, did I show you guys the light codes that I put on myself? Oh my God, I had these light codes coming in. They were amazing. And so I had a henna artist put the light codes on me, and I'm telling you, I felt this surge of energy come through me when she finished it. And I was like, I felt something, and I was like, I wonder which part she just did. Like, did she just do the lotus? Did she do this? Did she, and then when I looked and saw it was complete, the light codes were all there. It was crazy. She was amazing henna artist. She's gonna have to be at my next function, show, something. She's gotta come. Like, she was so crazy, amazing. Like, oh, it was crazy. Anyway, because we always have light codes coming through us. So it's good to have that reminder, and then to have it tattooed like on your body. It was just like crazy. Because now it's like bringing it from that 5D to the 3D. It was beautiful. And that's what we're here to do, especially many of you light workers. That's what we're here to do, to ground the light, the new light energy. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people that can't handle the light energy. So it's sad, but it's a lot of people that can't handle the new codes. And so that's what we're here to do, to kind of help ground the energy from divine, you know. All right, let me put these messages up. I'm almost done, guys. Whew. But it was a beautiful day today. Wasn't it a beautiful day, guys? It was nice and sunny. Where are you guys? Where are you guys located? I mean, it was cold as shit here, but it still was beautiful. It was still beautiful. All right. You know, I keep hearing that song. I keep hearing Slim Shady. You know, they never let it go. You only get one shot. Do not waste your chance to grow, because opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better, oh my God. That shit was like, yes, opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better, anyway. No. You better never let it go. You only get one shot. Do not waste your chance to grow. Opportunity comes once in a lifetime. My dog's getting up. Prince is getting up. He's like, you over there singing and dancing? I want to sing and dance too. Mm-hmm. Oh. Let's see. Amen. Amen. Okay, I see a Patsy in the house. Patsy, are you still here? He said, seems like I answered about every question I was going to ask. Well, yes, good job. Yes, I was answering your questions along the way, Joy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Okay. Okay, so you and PA, live love. Okay, we got PA in the house, Texas in the house, Kentucky in the house. Ooh, ooh. You know, I met somebody that was from Kentucky on the oh guys, you know I went on a cruise, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, Houston, met somebody else from Houston too. Yeah. Hi, you guys. Ah, all right, Tara, I see you. Okay, let me start off with Patsy. Patsy. Okay, quick message. Let's see what message we have. Patsy here. Oh, thank you, Holy Spirit, ancestors, and guys. What message do you have for Patsy tonight? What message do you have for Patsy at this moment? What does she need to hear? I keep hearing. I keep hearing Eminem, y'all. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm seeing some. You got major arcanas. You got 3 major arcanas that came out here. You have temptation that came here, which is kind of like that devil energy, which speaks to addictions. That's in reverse here. It came out in reverse, but in this deck, I normally don't use reverse. But it looks like you may be waking up from that and seeing things more clearly. I see a sacrifice here. This could have been things being on hold as well. So they're asking you to be like patient. It looks like you've been patient, to be honest. And then, because it looks like you're patiently waiting, it looks like for a blessing to come in, but it looks like you've had to detach from certain people around you. But I feel like you knew you needed to detach from some of these people in order to move towards your destiny. So, but I see cornucopia of blessings here in reverse. I feel like some people were holding you back from your blessings. And I feel like this is because maybe you're being too logical. Like whoever this was or whoever these people were, they were too logical and maybe making you feel like you had to be more logical in order to get your success or your abundance. But I see you moving towards your destiny here. And it looks like there's a partnership coming up too. Okay, so let me just show you what's coming out here. I just want to show you a little bit of this destiny here. Ultimately, I could show you everything, but too much came out so far. So, and then to clarify destiny, we have here the 3rd chakra. Like, it's about you needing to take courage to step into this new direction here. Because I do see a caring connection here at the bottom of the deck, but I'm also seeing some hostilities here too and not potentially listening to spirit. So, let me just see what this 2nd chakra energy is here. Because I feel like this is really relationship. Yeah, something here about logic and intelligence learning. Maybe you're in school, but if you're not in school, then you're learning a lesson here. Like this was all a part of a lesson. So yeah, as it pertains, it looks like there's some responsibilities at home, or somebody wasn't handling the responsibilities at home, but because it looks like now your destiny is to move towards something more nurturing, warm, somebody more responsible and focused. It's like you're manifesting something new. But again, I still see potentially a lack of courage here, trying to, there's a lot coming out here for you. Just want to let you know. But sound therapy will assist you um and remaining present. Remaining present. Because I do see your finances here again. So I definitely believe you're being offered a gift. You're definitely being offered a gift here. They just told me to go to another deck. So one moment. This is the abundance deck. Because a lot that came out here really speaks to your abundance. A lot of what's coming out here really speaks to your abundance and your destiny, where you're going. Oh, shit. Okay. That came out like immediately. Okay. Attracting and not chasing. So it looks like you do have to be a bit patient here. It looks like you've been dealing with something for a very long time, but what they're trying to let you know here is it's really comes back to how you go after what you want. It seems like the way you go after things is maybe super logical. I don't know. It's kind of I want to say it's kind of it's in a unique way, because whatever, it's like at some point you feel like you really feel close to where you want to go, and then that's when something else kicks in for you. Like it's like a level of like a level of desperation, for lack of a better word, kicks in for you to move towards this energy, because you're seeing happiness and you're like, this is what I want. And it seems like as soon as you get there, but something's happening here with the people around you that may be making you feel like you have to go do this fast, get to this place fast. Because I feel like you might have been in a holding pattern for a long time, because I'm also seeing patience here. So it's like weird, because it's like, and that's why I'm saying it's kind of weird, because it's almost like a rushing in, seeing things clearly, having to sit back, sit down, wait, and then destiny comes in. But it's like something here with it's some people in the community around you that's, to me, you had to release or are releasing around you. Maybe it's a concept, a mindset, in order to take the courage to step forward towards your abundance. I feel like I said a lot here. So I just want to give you a quick advice to close this out. Wow. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Set your intentions. Set your intentions on what you want. Because I keep feeling this energy. Well, let me just tell you what this says, because they're telling me to read it to you. Anything or anyone you chased after will run the other way. I'm hearing also you got to do something else. Like they're saying you have to, like it's almost like you're in this pattern of going, coming back. Like you're like, okay, I'll go. Like it's almost like you get happy, you go into something, then you go. It's like a back and forth I keep feeling for you. Okay, so yes, it says anything or anyone you chase after will run the other way because of the fear underlining chasing energy. Instead, attract what you want and need by sending out love, gratitude, and welcoming energy. But I feel like what you do is you go back and forth from being in a place of compassion and love to, well, I gotta get what I, like you're on a time constraint. Like I feel like timing is major here for you, like major. So it gives off this sense of desperation. Not to say you're desperate, because I don't think that's the case. What I'm saying is it gives off this sense of, like, you know what I mean? Like it gives it off. It's like it gives you an air of that. Because at some point, yeah. So So I see loyalty here in reverse, loyal heart here in reverse, and I also have here and now here in reverse. But I feel like a lot of this has to do with a relationship and trying to balance things out too. So this is about you kind of remaining present. For some reason, I feel like you keep going to the past and you keep going to the future. You keep going, like, so when you think of the past, I feel like you may be in this place of understanding, forgiving, but then you go to the future, like, I need to get this now. So it's like you're never really remaining present. And so they're asking you to remain present and loyal to yourself. Okay, I hope that makes sense, Patsy. Okay. I feel like they want me to give you one more message, but it's going to be the romance oracle just in regards to this caring connection here, what you need to do. Heart-to-heart conversation looks like is needed, is what came out. It looks like children are affecting your relationship, finances, and career, and I also see reconciliation, but I think there may be a delay. So there you go. It looks like a conversation. Yeah, so you have a lot of things kind of affecting the relationship right now. Okay? Who is next? Tara? Oh, live love. Okay, live love is first, then Tara. Okay. Okay, let me put this up really quick, guys. All right. I mean, I'm telling you guys, I keep hearing the Eminem song. I kind of want to play it right now. You only miss one shot tonight. Take your chance to grow. Don't miss your chance to grow. I feel like that's the message here. They wanted me to tell y'all, do not miss your chance to grow. Opportunity. So there's a time for opportunity right now for many of you to grow. Can somebody put those lyrics up here? Anybody know those lyrics? I want to make sure I'm saying it right, but all right, let's do this. Okay, live love. Let's see, what message do we have? Let's see what deck we're going to use for you. My angel. They just said angel. So I said, my angel. All right. I feel like this goes on. Oh, okay. Y'all know I'll be pulling out like 100 decks, right? This is ridiculous. All right, I think I'm good. Live love. Let's see what we got for you here. Thank you, Holy Spirit, ancestors, angels, and guides. I love you. I see a new beginning. This is a new beginning for you. The Sacred Fool came out for you. She feels, she knows. Came out as well. I feel like another one like right here. Yeah, free from judgment, free to love. Yeah. Yeah, nice. Ooh. To me, this is another level here. What's the overall energy? Ooh, sheesh. And this one here. Are you feeling lonely? You may be isolating yourself right now. But I feel like you need to take time out anyway, because there's a new beginning here for you. And I feel like this is really spiritual. There's it's a manifestation. It's like you're manifesting. They also just said manifesting love. But I feel like this is coming in. Like new love is coming in. Yeah, you're manifesting something major right now. You see something and you're about to bring something to light, like bring something like forward. And that's why you're being isolated right now. Like, so if you do feel kind of lonely right now, like it's like you need to, because they don't want naysayers around you. Like they said, they don't want any doubt creeping in. They don't want any doubt creeping in for you. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. You're going through another level of awakening. So you can see past the illusions that are around you. You're opening up. You are I hear pillar of hope. You are somebody that the people are going to be looking to. You are an example. Your life will be a living example of how people should be living. And I keep hearing divine feminine, like in their feminine energy. I do see some fear here, anger and rage also. The fear here is fear of lack of acceptance. The anger and rage stems from your lessons that were needed to be learned to strengthen you to get to this point. Because they needed to open you up. They're opening you up. But I really feel opened past tense. I feel like the opening has occurred. Not to say you won't have to open up again, but I feel like the opening stage has occurred already. Because you're seeing clearly now. You know. And it's going to be hard for you to be around certain people because you're going to be able to see through the shit. See through the bullshit. You're going to be able to call people's bluffs, see through this shit. You are. Give without expectation. Love is your energy. I love it. And remember, like attracts like, meaning as you grow to this level, you will then find someone that's on your level. I feel like you've outgrown some people. There's people around you, relationships, whatever. Live your bliss, darling. Okay? Live your bliss. So I'll just show you some of the messages that came out just to show you some of the illusions, the anger. But that's okay. That's okay, live love. That's okay. Okay? Yeah, it said yes, fear and anger, rage, deception. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm sending you love. Yeah. But it kind of pisses you off, right? Because you're like, have you ever been to the point where just like, do they think I'm fucking stupid? Like, did you ever say that shit to like somebody or say it to them like, you think I'm fucking stupid? Have you ever said that, Live Love? I'm just saying. Like, what the? Like, do you think I'm fucking stupid? Thank you guys for sending her love. Said those words today. I'm just saying. You know, I've been avoiding the bullshit this week. I'm telling you, I'm avoiding it like shit. Because you're just like, what the fuck? Like, do I have to deal with this shit? Like, I don't feel like dealing with nobody's shit right now. Like, nobody's gonna pull me out of my peace. Know that much. Prince. What you doing? Prince. I'm in here. Right. He looking down the steps. You want me to turn the light on? I need to cut your hair. Y'all want to see my puppy? He's not a puppy. He's an old man. He's an asshole, too. Yes, you are. Yes, you are a little asshole. I'm telling you, he's really an asshole. I mean, I only say he's an asshole because he's like so emotional. Like he be like having attitude. Like not emotional. Yeah, he is emotional. But he has attitudes. Like he really be like, bitch, who the fuck you think you talking to? Like, I mean, that's the way he looks at me sometimes. And he be looking at, you want me to go where? What? I mean, it's like, I know what you're saying, but fuck no. That's the shit he does. Such an asshole. Woo! All right. So live love. I hope that helped. I'm out of here. Let's go to the next one. You said my dog talks shit to me all the time. Right? Right? That's straight up like disrespectful. Like so disrespectful. They are. They will. Yeah. Yeah. Don't see, and that's the thing. That's the thing. Don't allow that to happen. Live love. That's what you have to be careful of because that's a siphoning of your energy as well. You feel me? That's my thing. Like that's the siphoning of your energy, just even having a conversation. At some point, you'll get tired to the point where you're like, I don't even want to fucking talk anymore. Like it's because you know they're pulling your energy. It's like almost, I mean, honestly, I was about to say it's almost like, but really being in your presence is a privilege. Your energy is love. That's what was here. Love is your energy. I don't know if you need to see it so you can know, but it was right here. Love is your energy. Give without expectation. This is the reason why they're saying this is because you're still going into the communication in hopes of a change. You're going into the communication in hopes of a light bulb moment. For them, not for you. You're in hopes of their elevation, in hope of some level of ascension. And so when you're having these conversations or you're putting your energy towards it, you're hoping you're going to get something in return. And right now you need to be in a place because there's a level of depletion with you at this time where if you're depleted, you don't have any more to give. I feel like I said this to somebody before. Did I say it to you before? So you got to definitely change what you're looking for, what you're wanting. And that's when things will like click and turn for you because you're still wanting that picket fence. You still want this lifestyle. And really that lifestyle ain't for you like that. Not the way you think you're supposed to get it because you're going to have the lifestyle. You can have the house, the home, the cars. You can live however you want. But the way in which you think you're going to probably work with someone else to get it or the dynamics that you're hoping to have based on what you think you're supposed to have, based on what the perceived perception, whatever, of how you're supposed to get it, it ain't going to happen that way for you, live love. It's not going to happen for you that way. So it's going to take you a while to finally, because it's like part of your faith is in that person, and it shouldn't be. It only should be in, right? Only should be in the creator. Your faith is in the creator, not in that person. And it's still a part of you that's lingering with that person in hopes of a change. And that's what you're waiting for. So that's why they're saying live without give without expectation. So if you're going to give your energy, your loving energy, don't expect nothing in return. Because right now, I just heard it's a lack of capability. They also told you to practice moderation. I actually felt I wouldn't have anything just given. Yeah. Yeah, like you're just gonna give till you have no more. So set your intentions or what you want. Take your time to get it, and you can get it. But it's not gonna come the way you're probably hoping it's gonna come with this other person. That's all. Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to do that. Because that right there is no joke. Like, it's no. And I used to want it too. That's why, and that's exactly why I said what I said earlier. It's not easy. It's not. It's not. It's not easy. So many times you feel like you're taking 20 steps forward and you're like, well, oh, you took 10 steps forward and now you're taking 20 steps back. And it's because you keep wanting to replay, and it's part of your soul knowledge, it's part of your DNA, what you're supposed to do. Like, all these things are comfortable, this is what you're supposed to do, but really you are fighting against that. Like, you're fighting against the status quo. Your life is a fight against status quo. Like, some people can still live that shit because they're not as elevated as you. You're extremely elevated. You've come multiple times here. I mean, thousands of times. When I say multiple, I mean cajillion, so many times to this planet. So you have been reborn again, over and over and over again. So there's parts of your soul that is still attached to this, what you're supposed to do, and it's part of your DNA. So it's in your body, it's in your soul, and you're having to break this cycle. It's like you're having to detach. You have to detach from that cycle. You have to detach. It's a love. Yeah, that's your advice. Detach from it. Detach from that expectation. You got to detach. Okay. All right. I think Tara, you were next. I'm going all the way back up because I don't know who else it was, but. All right, Tara. What was the question? I'm trying to go back to your question. Oh, something about your ex feeling about this current relationship, right? How does your ex feel about your current relationship? Oh, shit. What I received here for you, Tara, is making the effort. A conversation. How does he feel about the current relationship? And I received making the effort and wanting to have a heart-to-heart conversation. So, yeah, this is your answer. He wants to come in on a white horse and save you or something. Yeah, he wants to talk. Only because I'm nosy, I'm going to do one more. What does he want to talk about? What does he want to talk about? Excuse me, Terry. Oh, shit. A new beginning. He wants to breathe life. Yeah, he wants to breathe life back into it. And he's close. He really wants to breathe life back into the relationship with you. So. Oh, I know you didn't say you changed yours. It's over. You said I changed mine. Okay, how you gonna change it mid? Nah, Tara. But what did you want to know about your mom? Hold up, wait a minute, Tara. You can't be changing ish. Like, y'all know I can't see all the messages, right? I just need you to know that these messages are all the way up. So I can't even see all the messages. Well, you changed it after I read it. So But what is the question about your mom? What were you trying to say? What about your mom, Tara? Because I didn't see that question. Tara's mom. You know, we ain't doing three people removed. Okay, so all right, there's a lot coming out here, but a lot came out. Shit. It's still trying to come out. Okay, so okay, there's a lot coming out. I mean, it's a lot coming out. Okay, so it's gone from soulmate energy to new love. It's also, I did see some deception in there as well, but I also see keeping an open mind. But first and foremost, she needs to love herself, deserve love. She does deserve love. She has to put herself first, because I feel like there may be a lesson in this if she doesn't do this the right way. So she has to definitely, you know, yeah. So yeah. I'm seeing something here about retreating too. I don't know if he wants to go away with her or something, or talking about that, but he may have some like control issues or something. But yeah, that's what's coming out. You get me going twice removed, 3 times removed, Tara. What the hell? No, I didn't see any danger. I mean, I saw some deception, but you know, it seemed more, it was deception in reverse, so it seemed more of a potential deception versus a right out deception. So it's like, yeah, but she has to remember to not put her eggs all in that like basket. Like, don't. It's more about her remembering to love herself through the process. You could teach someone how to love you by loving yourself. So if you are giving all your, you see what I'm saying, all your energy into him, and then he, you know, in hopes that he'll give it back to her, that's what she needs not do. She needs to continue to treat herself well, you know, continue to make herself a priority. She needs to make herself a priority. Continue to make herself, don't relinquish that just because he's come into her life. But I do see new love. I saw soulmate was the first thing that came out, so it could be another soulmate for her, you know. So it might be all right, but you know, I always feel like there's a little deception in all relationships, so shit. But it wasn't like the first message that came out, you know. Oh Lord. Y'all had so much going on here. I cannot even see all the shit that came through here. I'm trying to go back up and see who was next, but Thank you, Christina. Hi, Lori. Hey, Sir Blue. Yeah, Prince do be on Prince time. He's sitting here though. He's standing up. He keeps standing up. I feel like I need to let him out, so I think I'm about to go, y'all. I'm about to really go. Hey, Marsha, how you doing? Hey. Yeah, I've been on here for 2 hours. You're welcome. Soulmates do bring lessons, so that's why you just gotta learn a lesson. Ah, she's grieving her boyfriend. Well, yeah. But she does deserve love. So, yeah. Yes, guard her worth. No, she's not in danger. Prince, I feel like he hears something or something. I'm going to go, y'all. I love you guys. I hope you guys had a nice Valentine's Day. You know, make sure you get something for yourself. Do something for yourself. Love on yourself at all times. Never wait for somebody to give some shit to you. Buy your own damn self. Buy your own self some flowers. Buy your own self some jewelry. Take your own self on a vacay. I'm just saying. Yes, I've been on here for 2 hours. I don't even know what time it is. I got started a little early. I got started around 5-ish, 5:30 something. I feel like I've been on here. Yeah. So I started a little early, but you know. But definitely go back and watch the beginning of the video, because the video, I mean, you know, spoke more to the collective divine feminine nature, which I just to break it down, it went, oh, it's 7-11 now? Damn. Woo, Lord. Yeah, yeah, I'm a step. But yeah, it speaks a lot to the belief systems, and really, and it's hard. And I do want to just say to you guys, it is very difficult to change your mindset. That what we've been programmed and conditioned to believe from every fucking body around us, it's hard. But all you can do is keep trying. It's not about did you get an A this time or F the next time. It's about just keep it up and be patient with yourself. Live love, be patient with yourself. All of you guys, Tara, Christina, Joy, Lori, Marsha, Joy, you know, everyone, be patient with yourselves. It's all good. You said it ain't Prince. I got a secret date. I think he got a secret date because his ass keep looking at the door like somebody at the door. But he ain't going to the door. He's just looking at the door. Y'all want to see him? Let me bring him to. See, let me show y'all my date for tonight. Come here. Ain't it that boo-boo? Ain't it that boo-boo? Ain't it that boo-boo? What you hear at the door? What did it? Ain't it that boo-boo? Ain't it that boo-boo? He's not allowed in my room. Yeah, yeah, that's right. So he don't walk in here. He know better. But you want to say hi? Just stink breath. Say hello. Hello. Hello, pumpkin. Yeah. Yeah, this is his badass. Can you see? Can you see? I don't think you can see the folk. Can you see them? Can you see him? This is my Valentine's, right? Oh, his breath stink. Lord. Prince Charming. Yeah, that's the closest I'm going to get to him. Yes, that's the closest I'm going to get to you. Yes, that's the closest I'm going to get to you. This is my big baby. Yeah, yeah. He's such a whore. He always rolls over on his back. Like, I swear, when anybody comes to the house, I'm like, you're supposed to be protecting me. He just opens his legs. Like legs. He be like, booyah. Jumps right on his back. I'm just saying. But he's a good boy. He's an asshole. This is my old man, y'all. He said that's what my dog does. Yes. Love you. Love you guys. I love you guys. Say bye-bye. 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 Bye, guys. Enjoy your evening. Oh, guys, if you haven't watched Harlem, watch that shit. That's like one of my favorite shows right now. I done watched that shit over and over again. It's on Prime. It is so funny. Hilarious. I love it. Enjoy it. Bye.